You're part of my DNA. On Tambolina Messiah, you're my DNA. I cannot do anything without you. Hi, my name is Baby Gloria. You're watching the Scoop video blog with Jackie DeWays. Love you.
Hello, welcome to another edition of the Scoop video blog. My name is Jackie DeWay and this is my informed opinion. So, been wondering between an artist and a producer, who makes the hit and who should be paid more?
Someone has asked me a question that's very interesting for all of you there. Until when you're listening to a song and you want to dance, do you dance lyrics or the beat? Grace Tessa.
Answer that.
No, let me tell you something. There's even going back to him, Eddie Murphy no.
Even the Eddie Murphy. Grace, my sister, Grace. My sister
Had a number of hits. Who do you credit your hits to?
You cannot say that. Like, I cannot give it to one person. I know exactly how this business works. Why? Because I've been in the business for a while. You need the DJ, you need the media, you need the radio, you need every single bit of these. You can't. It doesn't work on your own.
So there's not a particular person that
you
makes
cannot
the
give
hit.
the credit. I cannot
Okay,
even
70.
give
Okay, 80% of the hit is for.
Of course,
But
Basically,
but
the artist.
Why are you interested in percentages? Percentages will make you drunk.
James Peterson, who makes the hit?
You know, for me,
Between Paddy and Grace, we are not going to close.
looks like we ain't gonna get. But here's the question I'm gonna throw at Paddy. Here's the thing: can a producer make a hit song? Okay, however good that beat is, can you make somebody who's not so good sing it and it still becomes a hit?
Yes.
It's possible.
I want to ask a
But
question.
you cannot keep
Very
an
much
artist. That's my argument as
But-
well.
but-
Is that also the
But-
manager?
We're putting these two things together. I want us to separate them. A good song and a hit. That most of the beautiful songs or songs that will make it on air will be hit. Okay, songs that will be hit are not songs we listen to. There are songs which have not been promoted. If a DJ doesn't have my song, how is it going to be, heard?
There are lots of things involved in this.
For a hit,
there is promotions, which comes into play.
Management.
Now, let's not go to management. Let's first go down to the bottom truth. From the studio, after the song is done from the studio, what next? It goes back to marketing.
yes.
Now, once you get to marketing, if I am a DJ, a club DJ, or I'm a radio presenter, what I must play in a club to get guys hyped up should be a good song. If the song ain't good, I won't be able to push it.
So it takes us back to the producer and the singer.
Now, if the song is not,
we have a DJ here, Slick Stewart, who's
it's
not
not
saying
on,
anything.
it's not on
Slick
air
Stewart.
worthy.
I'm waiting for Peterson.
You get
to
the point.
finish
If
up.
it's
I wanna
not
say
on
something.
air worthy, then Slick Stewart won't push it. If I'm a radio presenter, I won't be able to push it
Let me
that
tell you
much.
this. Let me tell you this, my brother.
No, Paddy, before you come, let me say something. Talking about something like what he said earlier, I can give you an example of a song that broke out instantly. I did not like the lyrics, but the beat was perfect. Amasanyaze Negagenda. It has that hook, and everybody was jumping into that. But I didn't really personally understand the lyrics. Because personally, I met up with the artist who did the song. He didn't even believe it would come that far.
So
But
the
because-
producer.
I think because of that touchy beat, I think it made it.
And the beat goes to the producer.
But it's still
Part
So
of that.
you guys
But
are missing the most important thing.
The artist.
You're missing the most important thing. There's a reason why John Rambo,
Jack Norris,
yeah.
woo,
And
John
then there
Rambo.
are true artists that actually sit down and know the lyrics and rhyme with the lyrics and sit down and make sure that this is good for your ears. So without that artist, trust me, those are the artists that last. Those are the artists. So that's why this argument is still on. it can't be just about the producer,
Yeah,
about
of
the
course,
beats.
of course not.
Kubanga, that's why abantu abamu bahitinga for a few years nechigana after a while.
But again,
Naye omuntu omulala n'amala emyaka 10 ng'akyasobola okukola oluyimba. There's a reason why.
The reason why they spend all those years doing good songs because they choose right producers.
It's not just about the producer, it's about
Okay,
the artist.
let me ask you. Let me ask you. Why would they go to the studios?
Listen, I'm
Most
not
of
saying
these
that
artists-
I'm trying to produce
No,
myself.
I understand, my sister.
Yeah.
The reason, let me give you an example. Most of all these good artists, we say they are good, they have their home studios, but they don't finalize their work from their home studios. What they come for is not. They don't come for these gadgets we have in studio. They come for our ideas. You get.
We need
We-
everybody.
for me,
we need
we,
each
we,
other.
yes, we need each other,
Yeah.
but we need to
let's look
agree.
at the
We need to agree. Grace.
Kugamba mukati producer yamwana yasinga swag. No.
It's not about swag.
Swag.
It's
No,
not
no,
about
no, no.
swag.
Check my hair. Check
not
my image. Like
All that
I know.
to make
all
like
this
Then-
cuteness.
Actually,
and
for
If
me-
you want a hit.
But you know,
What determines
but
that's
to
what
actually
makes a hit.
I know
get
what
down
you're
to the
talking
truth,
about.
I'm going to give you case scenarios where, getting back to on a serious note, I'm going to give you case scenarios where actually an artist stops working with a particular producer and they are done.
They are done.
And then
I'll
again,
give you examples.
you
Let me
understanding,
give you an example. Dr. Dre Eve. The first songs they did with Dre. After that, where's Eve?
Where are they?
That's where it
Yeah.
ended with Eve.
So
let's go back to G Unit. First time Dre did Get Rich or Die Trying
In the club.
in a club.
club.
Done. When he went solo, his G Unit records and all that, it was a struggle, which he's failed to hit
So
the first time
Peterson,
again.
you are
So
saying
so bottom line, for me, I think to a certain degree, I'll give you other examples. Tony Braxton, Babyface. When he pulled off like this, that was almost the end of Tony Braxton.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, same story. The return of Tony Braxton actually coming back was, you remember that album? It was the most selling album,
yeah,
number
you're
one
right,
album
you're right.
in the world.
You're right.
Love, Marriage, Divorce.
divorce.
Hurt you.
So that's
So at the end of the day, if I give you those case scenarios, we get back to one thing.
chemistry.
The
They need each
producer.
other.
okay,
We
for
get back to
me,
the producer, but also chemistry.
my final
Chemistry. The
contribution.
producers
with you.
and understand this artist, and the artist is comfortable working with.
Sure.
That's what I think.
My
I
final,
think.
my final contribution to this argument is the artist and the producer
Need each
are
other.
defined by the lifespan of the song. You see, there's been, like he said, there's a hit and there's a good song. A hit, as they say in the word itself, it will bang, and after its lifespan, what they call
2
bubblegum
weeks,
music.
3 months.
After 2-3 weeks, it's gone.
Yeah.
But a good
good song.
song defines a good producer.
Yeah.
Because there are songs that they played way back in the ages, and if they still play it down, somebody will wake up and dance.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's entirely depends on the producer and the execution of the artist. Yep.
17 years in the industry. You've dealt with a lot of artists and a lot of producers, and nobody knows a good song better than you because you schedule the music on KFM. So what makes a good hit? Is it the producer? What makes a hit song? Is it the producer? Is it the artist?
Well, I would say music, just like a car. You may have a car with a perfect engine, but if there's no fuel, that car won't be moving. If the driver is bad as well, you could crash a very good car with a good engine and fuel in it. So I like to say, what makes a good song? Because to me, a hit should be a good song. Although, a couple of times we have seen songs that are not exactly good becoming hits. I'll give you circumstances why. But first of all, I would say it's a combination of 3 artists. The first artist, and in some instances, by the way, one artist can take the role of the 3 artists. We have seen producers singing their songs, writing their songs. I'll give you an example. R. Kelly. He writes his music, produces it, and then sings it. So he becomes a combination of 3 artists in one. But in other circumstances, you'll find you need a songwriter. If you're not so talented in songwriting, you need a good producer to have a hit. Now, it must be a combination of three. Good production, very crucial for a song. And then your lyrical delivery as a singer, as a vocalist, very, very important as well. Then the songwriter, the most unsung hero, that one puts in a lot. Actually, to me, that one makes a song more of a hit than the other two. Why? Because you need to connect a simple song with the audience to make it a hit. All the songs, look back and listen to songs, for example, Be Happy. You remember that classic song?
Da, da, da.
What is it about that song,
Be
for
happy.
example? Oh,
The
Mother,
lyrics.
how are you today?
Actually, it's the production, I think.
Oh, Mother, how are you today? Those songs were big. They were big hits. But what makes them hits? It's just the connection. You've got to have that element. A lot of artists actually forget that it's not your... they want to bring their personal experiences into the music. It's not a bad thing. But then, are you connecting to your listener, to the audience? Say there's an element that touches every ear. And for ear, I mean every listener. Is it an experience that will make them cry or laugh? Has everybody on earth experienced what you're singing about, or most probably likely to experience that? That will create that connection, the magical connection.
So the
that is
writer
needed between your music and the consumer, the audience.
So who makes the hit? The writer then?
Who makes the hit? To me, it's a combination of three.
The writer, the
writer,
artist, the
The
producer.
artist and the producer.
Nobody takes more. They
I
all go.
don't think so. I don't think so. Because you will realize there are very good production houses out there that sometimes bring bad songs to us because they are hiring the wrong people altogether. I listen to over 20 CDs of music every day, and you listen and you're like, okay, this person went to Swangs Avenue, but what did they do there? Why did Swangs Avenue pick on this person? Because if you look at international labels, for example, you go to Atlantic Records, they will not pick on you unless you've got what it takes.
And that's what it is. Teamwork. They both need each other. A good producer needs a good artist. Two great people make a great song, hence a hit.